Does anyone have a question?
Stuart, I have a question.
Yes.
So after a retreat that we had this last weekend, sometimes it takes me 3, 4, maybe 7 days to reintegrate. But for you as a master teacher, what is it like for you after a retreat?
You know, to be truthful about it, I'm still buzzing with the energy of last weekend. I still need to get laid back. I need to absorb it. I need to let it work on me. I can never take it for granted. I mean, it was so powerful last weekend that I have no alternative but to try to simplify my life as best I can and absorb everything that took place, the energy, the teachings, the transformation that took place, because I don't want to lose that. That's more important to me than, a lot of other stuff that goes on in the world. Sustaining it, being able to undergo a major transformation in my life. And that's all about getting deep enough, strong enough, to be of service to higher energy in the universe. I ask for this all the time in meditation, to help to get strong enough to spend the rest of my life being in service to higher energy, God, whatever you want to call it. And a weekend like last weekend really made me go very deep inside. And I have no plans on wasting any of it on anything. Nothing is more important than absorbing what took place last week. So, I'm pretty, I wouldn't say spaced out, but pretty, Shakti-fied. And I don't mind that. I need the energy. If I'm going to do what I have to do with my life, I'm not getting younger. And it requires a great deal of energy, a great deal of support. And the support has to come from my teachers like Rudy and Nityananda. And I spend a lot of time asking for their blessing so that I can continue having weekends like that as long as I'm alive. Classes like this. And I'm also hoping that all of you benefit, take advantage of it, I can't chase people. I can't run around. I'm not going to run the Kundalini CIA here and find out what people, I don't care. It's not my problem. My problem is sustaining this kind of openness, passing it on, trying to be a servant the higher energy. And to do that, you've got to be very strong, and you have to go to the people that made it possible for you to have a spiritual life, the souls of those people, and ask for their blessing. I mean, that's what this whole week has been about. This might not be for everybody, and not everybody is here to get their spiritual. People, in many cases, just here to put their lives together, which is all right. It's a very real service to God to help human beings put their lives together. But my purpose is much deeper than that. And in order to attain it, I have to get free of only one person on the planet Earth, myself. So I relish retreats, and I relish them because they really make me work hard on myself. I have no choice. The people that study here have a bigger range of opportunities than I have. I mean, they come, they don't come, they miss a class. And again, there's nothing I can do about that except do my work and do the one thing that I need to learn how to do and keep doing, which is to free Stuart from Stuart so that it becomes one with higher energy in the universe. Does anyone have a question? I'll tell you something I am going to do, though, which I took a long time. But, if people don't show up here for a month, 6 weeks, 3 weeks, and I have no word about, I'm on vacation, I'm got to go away, I'm just going to simply take their names off of my list, and stop sending them invitations. It's not that I want to do that, but I think it interferes. You understand? I mean, somebody doesn't sustain their coming here. When they do come, you almost have to go back 2 weeks to get them up to snuff. Whereas other people are really up to snuff because they've been attending classes regularly. No, I have no problems. People have other things to do with their life, and that's fine. It's not a problem for me. I absolutely respect that and think that people have to do whatever they have to do. And it's much more important for me to sustain the level of work that has been going on literally over the last maybe 5 months, 6 months. And it's kind of come to a head last weekend. And I want to sustain it. So that when I work with somebody, I don't want to have to go back 3 weeks and bring them up to, what is really going on now. People should sustain it. Come, not every day, but come once, twice, 3 times a week. There's 7 classes a week you can come to. And that's not a problem with anyone here. It's a problem with a bunch of people who are not here. Does anyone have a question about any of this they'd like to ask? And I don't think it's fanatical. I'm not looking to control people. I want them to grow. I want them to get the best that is possible to get out of these meditation classes. Not to be a disciple of Stuart or student of Stuart. I'm interested, but to truly benefit in the deepest possible way from the depth of energy that's being transmitted in these meditation classes. I mean, I don't want to build more karma by controlling people, but at the same time, I want everybody to truly benefit to the deepest possible way from what is going on. And they're not going to benefit. Nobody's going to benefit if they treat this cheaply. Well, I can go in a week, 10 days. I got this, I got that, all right, it's okay. Does anybody else have a question they would like to ask? They very readily, and I mean, understand people want to go on vacation, they want, summertime, for God's sake. And it's perfectly understandable. All that type of thing. Go away for 3 weeks, 2 weeks. I went away for 10 days, I needed a vacation. But I didn't just go away. I let everybody know I'm going. Take a vacation. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? Okay, if there are no more questions, then God bless you all. Thank you. I always say I'm really grateful for each and every one of you that are in these classes, especially since these classes have gotten so powerful that they're really demanding that I open in a place I've never had to open before. And all of you are part of that, and I'm very grateful to each and every one of you. So God bless you. And there'll be a class on Sunday, and I'm looking forward to seeing everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
Stuart.
you.
Thank you, Stuart. Good night.
Good night.
Night.